My sister laughed at dinner. Meet my fiancé, a ranger. She mocked my uniform. Then he saw the task force patch, froze, snapped to attention, and barked, "Maya, stop! Do you know what that means?" I sat at the end of the table at Ruth's Chris, the corner seat, next to the waiter station. I just paid $3,000 for this dinner. My money, my credit card. But I wasn't sitting with the family. I was barely part of the conversation. My sister Maya was holding court in the middle, showing off her massive engagement ring. Her fiancé Eric sat next to her, chest puffed out in his tight Punisher skull t-shirt, Army Ranger tab, the real deal. And me? I was the family ATM, the secretary who typed on computers all day. That's what Maya told everyone. I'd just finished a 36-hour shift at the Pentagon, no sleep, analyzing drone feeds, building target packages for SEAL teams in Syria. But I couldn't tell them that. Security clearance, NDA, the usual. So I sat there in my dress blues, exhausted, while my family spent my money. "Everyone, I want to make a toast," Maya announced, standing up with her wine glass. The table quieted. "Thank you all for coming to celebrate me and Eric, especially my big brother." She looked at me with fake sympathy. "I know how hard it is for you to leave your little office cubicle. Thanks for making time for us." Polite laughter rippled around the table. My jaw clenched. "Yeah, bro." Eric jumped in, grinning. "Maya tells me you work in HR or something, filing papers. Must be thrilling. Intelligence analysis," I said quietly. Right, Intel." He waved his hand dismissively, staring at spreadsheets. "Do you even know how to shoot? Or are you only qualified on the stapler?" The table erupted in laughter. "Death by PowerPoint," one of his buddies yelled. I looked at my parents. My dad was laughing. My mom was smiling. They didn't defend me. They never did. I'd bought my dad's car when he couldn't make payments. I'd covered Maya's rent for 2 years. I'd paid for this entire dinner, and they let her call me a secretary. "You know what your problem is?" Maya said, her voice getting louder. Wine was making her bold. "You're jealous. Eric is a real hero, a real warrior, and you're just nothing. A bitter older brother in a costume." She grabbed her wine glass. "You like wearing that uniform so much? Let me improve it." She threw the wine. Red liquid splashed across my chest. Cold. Shocking. It soaked into my ribbons, my jacket, dripping onto the floor. The restaurant went silent. I didn't move. I just sat there, letting it drip. My mom gasped. "Oh, for heaven's sake, go clean yourself up. You're embarrassing your sister." Something inside me snapped. I stood up slowly. Wine dripped from my chin. I looked at Maya, then at Eric, then at my parents. "I'm leaving," I said calmly. I turned to walk away. But as I moved, my wet jacket pulled tight. The lapel flopped open, and the patch, the one I always kept hidden, was suddenly visible. Eric's eyes locked onto it. His face went white. "Wait," he said, his voice cracking. That's a task force patch." He stood up fast, his chair scraping. "You're JSOC. You're with the unit." "Eric, what are you talking about?" Maya whined. "It's fake. He bought it online." "Shut up!" Eric roared. The restaurant gasped. He turned to me, and I saw something I'd never seen before. Fear. Real, genuine fear. "You're a targeter," he whispered. "You build the packages. You're the one who tells us which doors to kick." His heels snapped together. He straightened his back, and then he saluted me. A crisp, perfect salute in the middle of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. "Staff Sergeant, I apologize," he said, his voice shaking. "I disrespected a superior NCO. It won't happen again." My family stared in shock. I returned the salute lazily. "At ease, Ranger." Eric dropped his hand. He turned to Maya, disgust written across his face. "You told me he was a secretary," he said. "You made me disrespect a task force operator. You made me dishonor the uniform." "Eric, please." Maya reached for him. He pulled away. "The wedding's off." He walked out. Maya screamed. My mom started crying. My dad sat there, pale and sweating. I looked at the wreckage. Then I walked out into the night, leaving them with the $3,000 bill. My phone buzzed in my pocket, probably my mom calling. Full story on channel link below.